Welcome to the Men of the Metaverse podcast. This is a channel where we discuss hot topics in our community. Our focus is to be a positive channel on YouTube and share our perspectives on fundamental issues. Make sure you tune in every week for new videos and join the conversation. Please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. And now, here are your hosts, Brandon and Lewis.
Lewis, how you doing? What's going on? You doing all right? Like I said, I love your shirt.
You go wait till to stop clapping. You be talking.
Well,
Can you hear the clapping?
Yeah, I can hear a little bit. I used to try to wind it down or kind of mute it down softly, but go ahead.
Oh, that you would do that?
Yeah.
Well, you let it ride today while you still talking.
Right. I was starting to look at your shirt and start talking.
That's why I didn't say that. I said, Brandon, do Brandon hear the clapping?
Yeah, because when I did that intro, I was like, dang, I ain't wind it down enough because it'll start going down, but it's just too much clapping. we ain't that good yet. We need all that applause, but you're welcome,
right,
guys.
Brandon, man, we're just gonna get straight up into it.
Go ahead, that's
me
fine.
And you already spoke earlier today.
Okay.
Right?
We did.
Now, what Chris Brown dropped a diss track, right?
He did.
What, a few days ago?
Yes, he did.
How was it?
Chris Brown's diss was okay to me. People say it was really good. I heard it. I was like, okay, this is cool. He was kind of rapping, right?
Yeah, he was rapping. He wasn't singing. I thought it was the best out of all the diss tapes in the last.
Okay, so why do you say that? Why do you say that?
Because he didn't do like crazy innuendos like you got to know rap music from the 80s and this person used this beat and he said this song.
Right. Okay, so how do you feel about Quavo's response?
I barely even heard it. I only heard it on a short, so it must be not that good.
So are you talking about the one where Quavo has Takeoff on there? Because I think Quavo dropped this is second disc because he started one. Chris Brown was responded, and I did like it. It was okay, but I'm like, it's just. I mean, I'm already beefed out. It's a lot of beef. They're making good music. They're making good stuff, but
you know what I want?
Who?
I'm ready to get to the gunplay. I want to see. I want to see Chris Brown. Go down the street with an AK-47 in his hand. I want to see Quavo go down the street with a Mac 11.
But why do you say that? Is that because they say that in the diss songs, or is it just time for gunplay, not fist play, not put your dukes up? It's time for gunplay.
What kind of man? This is why they won't do it. What kind of man go back and forth while writing poetry, Brad?
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm getting kind of tired of it. And it's like, ooh, but we know y'all not going to do anything. And if y'all want to do something, you could, right?
No, they won't. Tupac will ride down the street shooting guns. These guys, ask Lil Bootsy. These guys get their mans to do it.
Right, you're right. You get somebody in your entourage to catch a murder charge for you. And
no, I ain't referring to that, Mr. Boosie. He didn't get Boosie.
Well, we're not talking. Well, just in general, get your man jammed up over something that you started. And what is it? Is it they fighting over money? Is it like somebody slapped somebody's mama? What they fighting over?
To me, I think Quavo was in a relationship with a woman. Chris Brown was in a relationship with a woman, and it turns out all of them bitches. Now, look at this line, Brandon.
I
thought about this. When I first heard it, I thought about it. Then I heard it like 2 more times. I said, Brandon talked about this stuff right here.
What did I say?
You F my ex-ho. That's cool. I don't give a F, little player. Still a dog. Cause I F your ex when you were still with her, dog. I'm up, little player. Now, Brandon. So Chris Brown is bragging about his penis or something being in Quavo's woman, while Quavo was in the woman at the same time.
Right.
Is that something to brag about? I had sex.
It is in the rap culture. For some reason, that's good, to do. I slept with your girlfriend. Like, we may not be able to shoot basketball and do something else, but I can sleep with your woman or a woman that you sleeping with. So for some reason, I may have the one up on you because if you care about her, I just had her like she nothing. And that's what we do in our community for some reason, in this hip hop community. Go ahead.
But the girl know good and well she was with Quavo with the Chris Brown kissed him right on the face. So
yes, correct. Right. Yes, correct. So everybody to me, everybody to me is a sucker because for some reason rappers feel like if they talk to a girl, that's my girl only. Even though they sleeping with all these women, whoever they sleeping with, they feel like that's my girl. So Chris Brown,
that's wrong.
Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Rappers, like you said, entertainers, they go out for other women who been with other famous guys.
That's true too. That's another true point.
They
be like, oh shoot, Bow Wow slept with her. So
in the family,
right. Bow Wow slept with her, so I gotta sleep with her. So I'll be in the company of somebody like Bow Wow. Is that not weird to you? Why would you want to do that? You think I'm thinking, dang, OJ smashed that? I'm about to smash that. If OJ smashed that, or Rick Ross hit that,
Deion Sanders had that.
Right.
Before that was Brian McKnight.
Right.
Before that was Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, right, correct. And Babyface, right.
Yeah, Babyface.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, did I say the wrong person?
No. I think all of those are linked to that same person we're talking about. So
I
think so. I think
so. Do you see? I don't want see. Well, you almost got pull a Steve Epstein out here. You got to ship some people in and ship some people out,
or get somebody that's not in the industry like this. And they want you for you. It's just a regular person. But if you're in the industry and there's groupies in the industry that everybody's sleeping with, for some reason the rappers don't care. They okay with that. They just think it's part of business. I'm a rapper. I got to sleep with these girls that everybody slept with. Would you feel comfortable talking to a girl? She's like, I did sleep with Chris Brown, Quavo, Offset. I'm just.
Here's the thing too, and those women who say that, they say that and brag.
Yes, it's brownie points for some reason.
A lady was on Kendra G this week saying, I slept with out of the blue. I slept with Tupac in 1992. What year is it, people? And she was, I done that. And I tried to get with so-and-so, but he was tripping. So I had to leave or something.
Right.
She was going around looking for guys to sleep with and bring it up 40 years later.
Right. And not to sidetrack too much, somebody bragged about seeing Diddy with Carl Winslow, allegedly. And that's something to brag. That's something to brag about.
I see. Thank you, Brandon. Guys do it too. All the gentlemen who talks about up close personal things they seen with Diddy now.
Right.
They the same one as these women who be running their mouth talking about I slept with this famous guy and I give me some points.
Right. But do you really get any points from real people when you tell them that's what you're doing?
Some guys may, I got a girl who got with Chris Brown.
And those people are weird. That's a weird thing. You don't want to brag about, my wife slept with Chris Brown back in the day. That's just a weird flex. I'm sorry. That's weird.
Yeah, she was good enough for Chris Brown, I pulled him right after that. So know she good.
Right. But then how you feel when she like, ooh, baby, Chris Brown coming to town. You want to go to the concert? What you think will happen?
You never know. This man may go with him, ask for an autograph.
You're right. It could be like that, or what happened with Usher and what's the lady named Keke Palmer? Your wife might end up on stage getting the lap dance or getting serenaded.
Well, I guess in that mode, somebody need to check Usher because he did that 2 more 2 weeks a year, a few more times later.
Oh yeah. With her or somebody else?
He did with Alicia Keys.
Oh well, okay.
On the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. But it's just entertainment, right? It's just
No, the guy can handle himself. The women can't.
Okay.
So if the guy Ursa did not have to come up.
He didn't.
Alicia Keys, she felt that real one-on-one, face-to-face interaction and attention. She was,
right.
She was in the moment.
Right. I don't think a guy would be, like that. I think females will take that a little differently than a guy pulling a guy on stage.
Yeah, he was in the motion, and we about to get off track. All right, Brandon. Here's another thing too. Speaking on Quavo and Chris Brown, in this lyrics, Chris Brown said he had Quavo woman he was associated with greatly desiring Chris Brown.
Right.
Chris Brown said he got some tea up off that girl. What do tea mean? What do
gossip?
Gossip at the girl.
Right.
But we ain't gonna speak of that. So Chris Brown was simultaneously sleeping with a person Quavo was sleeping with.
Right.
You talk about she feeding? No, you in your pajamas. Your pajamas over the covers. Doing what, Brandon?
Pillow talking. And that's why I don't really like this beat, because that's all people doing. Like back in the day, what they was doing a little bit of this, but now it's just about gossip. It's about sleeping with the same people. I guess I just view it differently now.
Watch this, Brandon. Now you with this woman who said, "Tell me what you know about Quavo, the person you had sex with yesterday, and now you have sex with me. Tell me about him." What gotta do that?
Right, somebody that's jealous and insecure. Not saying that about Chris Brown, but we don't know.
Well, what we saying is the painting the
characteristics,
story of Chris Brown.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't nobody feeding and dropping tea at the same time. Tea is pillow talking.
You're right. But for some reason, that's acceptable. Do you think that's okay for men to be doing? I think Chris Brown is our age.
Your wife.
Okay.
You better. That's the only time you get to be soft.
What about these random people that you sleep with? I mean, we shouldn't be just sleeping with random people anyway.
What's the rapper? They got shot in Atlanta, Boosie Friend. He went to the girl house. The boyfriend showed up.
Trouble.
How many times that happened?
It happens a lot.
Ask Pastor Troy. Mm-hmm. She be lying about her crib.
You are good.
Living with a ninja.
Right.
Lying about
great song. Right. I can hear it. In my head.
Come on. She hired all the pictures.
Right. Do you think Pastor Troy went through something like that? Like a lot of guys has experienced that out here chasing these girls. You go over to her house, you think, this is her spot. I'm safe. Maybe I could put the gun on the dresser. Maybe I can relax in my mind.
The problem is you don't have the gun. That be the problem.
So you think that's the problem?
Yeah. Defend yourself. Somebody come up in there. Because see, check it out. The woman just hopped in the Uber in Chicago. Next thing you know, hey, go. He gonna shoot us up. Go. Right. You see that?
Yeah, I seen that video. Clip? Right. And the dude like, what? You're right.
That's the same scenario.
Exactly. You're right.
So if the Uber driver was in the house, if he was a DoorDash driver,
it could have been different. Yeah,
it'd be different. Who's this nigga bringing food? Who's this ninja bringing food over here?
Right. And he almost lost his life. And he had nothing to do with it.
Yeah. Man up in his 60s. He need that money. He ain't got there. He ain't got there tearing up his car up for nothing. It's a black man. Black man don't tear that car up for nothing.
Right. Stuff like that used to be off limits, but now Uber drivers getting carjacked, all kind of stuff. Just in the mix, trying to do a job.
But it's something wrong, guys. Don't be bopping too much, because if you break down some of his words, these guys are like swingers, man. Low-key swingers.
Right.
They all swinging the same person around and around.
That's why it's hard for me to like the disc or put it up there, because we know what's going on. Y'all were cool at one point. Y'all in the industry. They got songs together. But people start dating people and having sex with people, and people catch feelings. And that's all it's about. Somebody caught feelings for somebody, and so you wanted to get him back by sleeping with somebody he care about. And that, go ahead.
And watch this. And at least one of these guys, the girl approached them, or Derek approached the girl, and the girl slept with one of the other person.
Right.
So somebody went out with each other.
Right.
She slept with Chris Brown. I want that.
Exactly. And it just turns into big nasty, I don't know, but that's normal. That's what the industry is. And both of these guys are talented. They can be doing something different. I mean, I just want to see somebody really battle, really diss somebody. I don't want to hit. You can't diss somebody to me. Tell me, yeah, I got the tea. I'm about to drop some more tea on the next track.
2 weeks before that, y'all was at Paris Week like this.
Yeah, at the game. Okay, so this was what it was. Okay, they was at a fashion show.
Yeah, at a fashion show. And they said, somebody said, who got more power than y'all, put these guys together.
Right beside each other, right. And they did it. Because I kind of remember that, and I was wondering if this was a picture from that or from the game. So it's just
you think I'm gonna be uncomfortable in a seat like that? That's like you sitting in there. Put me in the airplane seat.
And this is Chris Brown. This is a millionaire. Yeah. And Quavo, another millionaire. And somebody's like, look, if you want to be at this Fashion Week, I don't know why you need to be at Fashion Week anyway, but if you want to be here, you got to sit by somebody you really don't like at all. And he got tea on you and you got tea on him. But y'all can't wait to spill it. Ain't spilling no blood.
Yeah.
Just tea.
And if any one of y'all relationships had herpes, and
you got it. Right.
You got it too.
But right, like I say, if one of those people had an STD and y'all was sleeping with each other, I mean, it's just that's just what it is. That's the industry they in. I think they know, maybe they got some special medicine that we don't have or that's not available to the public, but it's just it's not uncommon for this stuff to happen. Girls crossing paths with all these people. Same with athletes.
And Brandon, now, why are these rappers at a fashion show? And only thing they do is this is what they do. When a European designer designs for clothes, they be the first to get it. Is that fashion?
Yes, that's fashion.
Cam Newton is fashion, and y'all make fun of him.
Right. And why do you think that is? Cam has his own style. We don't know who the designer is or any of that kind of stuff. I like how Cam looks. Like, he has a good look. It's not a saggy gangster, urban type of list. It's him. He said that's what he wants to do. He's not trying to copy nobody else. He's not trying to, see what's the new stuff to drop so I can buy it just like everybody else. He does his own thing.
Per Cam, a lot of his stuff comes from the thrift store, and it looks like it.
Okay, but that's a good look.
Bad. No, but it's like antique.
It's vintage. Like
yeah. So, that's fashion. Cam Newton's fashion. Y'all guys, the statues in the mall just showing off the clothes.
Right. But they want to see up close and personal because it's mostly going to be, it's probably half and half women and men. So he's seeing a lot of women clothes and men clothes. So they'll be up on it before anybody else, even though, the clothes will be out soon as the season is ready for it to drop.
They used to say black males, what we like would be the fashion.
We'll set the trend.
We'll set the trend.
Mm-hmm. Just like a shirt, trendsetter, because that's what we are.
Who set the trend for skinny jeans with your ass out ripped up for guys? All ripped up.
Right. You don't think it was Europeans that started the tight fitting clothes and we put our own mix on it?
Brandon.
Who did? Go ahead.
2008. Who started that look? I don't remember.
People in Atlanta, jeans. I don't know who started it, but I was in Atlanta at the time, so that's what I saw a lot of young teenagers wearing. Where it started from, I'm not sure exactly.
You can't buy jeans like that.
You're right.
In 2008,
right?
So who started it?
It had to be the Europeans. It had to be overseas because we only can do so much with the clothes that they make for us, so we can buy.
I'm thinking black people did not start those skinny jeans was implants to change the guy to make black guys look more feminine.
You think so?
Because where did the skinny jeans pop up?
Fashion Week?
We was wearing button downs, Brandon.
Big ones too.
Try to look like Jay-Z.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Trying to look like Kanye.
And I'm trying to think. When did but Macy's shut down? Remember, not everybody, but Sean John and those urban labels, they were making clothes. They were bigger clothes, but at some point they got ended and
around that time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So as soon as that stopped, you could, because I was still looking for those type of clothes. I was in Macy's. And the jeans changed. The jeans changed on me. So I tried to wear them, but I couldn't fit them.
I didn't see people on the streets in skinny jeans. The next thing you know, they flooded the streets like crack cocaine.
You're right. So, like I say, who is to blame? Is it overseas, them telling us what we need to wear?
The skinny jeans could have been a conspiracy, an implant. Black man didn't say, I'm gonna put on tights
because we were against it. We were against it. And then we was like, okay, well, everybody's doing it, so we might as well try to wear them. I can't move in them. I can't.
Write that down. That's a conspiracy because I was alive and well during that time, Brandon. We was in our 20s, ain't it?
Right. Yeah.
And the kids,
late 20s, probably. Right.
And the kids in the teens, they trying to look like Soulja Boy. So
right. And the big tees, right.
I have butt downs.
Mm-hmm.
They want to look like Soulja Boy.
And you know what? It's funny because I was thinking about this beef. I said, damn, our last couple shows, that's all we've been talking about is beef. So I wouldn't even try to entertain it, but it's always value in looking at some of this stuff and kind of analyzing it and putting our take on it.
Yeah. So guys, watch out for those lyrics. Watch out for those lyrics, man. And Brandon, I may get you on this one.
What?
I am so sick and tired.
Mm-hmm. I think I saw your post. Go ahead.
You said I deleted this. I didn't post something about poor community. I think I deleted. Well, that's one.
I think about going back and forth, but go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Yeah, I was about to post one just before this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of saying men are poor communicators, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
I'm tired of it. The reason I'm tired of it because I want to do like my forefathers did.
Mm-hmm. What's that?
The white man. I want to come with an ideology is if we give people 1 inch, they go take 10 miles and it's gone forever.
Okay.
For example, you cannot give black people reparations because they'll be so empowered by the little things and they take over the world if we give them $10,000 a piece.
Which they're gonna dump back into the economy.
Yeah, but to them, you give that, the world is over.
It's over. Okay.
So I'm tired of saying men are poor communicators. Every time I look on Kendra G, the single woman always, I want a good communicator. What you think about that, Brandon?
I don't know. I think I always turn back to what you said. Like, people are in a class system. So I was telling my mom the other day, like, a lot of people from our school, our high school, they're in a lot of successful relationships. A lot of people that we know are in successful relationships. You know, I was watching something that Troy did. Troy is a married man who's a good communicator. And I see a lot of men communicating how they feel and what they want. It's not that we're bad communicators. It's just certain people don't want to hear what we're trying to say. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I will agree with that because communication is about a person saying an idea and the idea is getting implanted to the other person.
Yeah. But this is my thing. It's not going to be exactly how the other party wants it to be. Like, you're going to communicate a certain way. She's going to communicate a certain way. Can she expect you to communicate the same way that she communicates? She can, but it's not always going to be translated in her language exactly. But what you do is try to find common ground.
Why is
people
not,
are different?
Why is not? And you speaking directly.
People are different. And go ahead.
The cat had a red hat on.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon, what color was the hat?
Red.
What animal am I talking about?
The cat.
That's an effective communication.
I hear you.
But direct communication. Who can't understand direct communication, Brandon?
People get lost with adjectives and different things like that, because you can say you look a little bloated, and somebody will, you think I'm fat? No, I ain't saying you look fat, but you just look a little bloated, like maybe you don't feel good today. So what, you think I'm crazy? Like, that's how the communication we break it down sometimes. That's just what it is. And it's men too. Sometimes men, we be a little like, you be stressed out about something and you taking stuff the wrong way, and you're just being too sensitive. But in the right environments and in a good home, when people are communicating in a healthy manner, you'll be okay.
Now, Brandon, to build a house, does that take communication?
It does, and a plan.
Okay. To win the Super Bowl, don't that take communication?
It does.
To maintain roads, electricity, air and land, does that take communication?
It does.
Who does all those jobs?
It's funny you say that men do. And okay, but before you do that, I was listening to old Kevin Samuels thing, and he was just talking about what men do for the society and why he feels the way he does, and why women should play the role that they play because they're better suited for it. But go ahead.
If man could do all that, build the Super Bowl, build the roads, all the houses, and everybody has to have some form of communication.
Yeah.
How would that make man usually bad communicators where you could see
the
work from our communication?
When we're building this stuff, let me do this. Do you think if the Nuggets it was half men and half women on the team, you think they had the same ball movement and the same communication where they went in a championship? Like, men communicate better with other men, and we're more successful when we do that. And women communicate well sometimes, but I'm not trying to take a shot, but women do communicate better with women because they think this
not in a personal relationship.
Well, that's hearsay, and that may or may not be a fact.
You go let women have a girl trip. If they get a woman, they'll be out there fighting.
Right.
When they go, right. It's bad, Brady. If boys trip, how we go out there?
No, we're not fighting. We might be wrestling or doing some stuff like that, trying to see who's stronger.
That's only we're not getting a 25 under.
You know? Correct. So if me and Lewis go on a guy's trip, we're not going to fall out. It's impossible for us to fall out. But we don't. Like I said, I don't want to bully women in that way saying, but we just looking at some data that we know personally, because you probably seen it, right? You see it on social media too.
I know.
It's a famous case of somebody going on a Mexican trip, right? And they was fighting. They recorded a fight, and somebody ended up passing away. So,
you're right. You are right.
But back to communicating. Like, men are great communicators. So if people say we're poor communicators, that's not true. You're just not processing what we're communicating, and it's not sounding like how you wanted to sound.
Now, some men are poor communicators, but I said for the most part, with two guys talk, they can at least come to understanding, or somebody got.
But let me ask you this. If I try to communicate with you, we like when we was doing our challenge, because I do got my money, but
this ain't Sunday. There's a test to see who passes.
But we didn't do it last. We didn't do it last Sunday, so I'm just letting you know.
Emergency happened, but no, I trust you and you trust me. So I, on my side, we good. I hope we good over there.
Okay, but I'm saying with men, the communication is good, but it can if I go talk to another man in the projects or in a poor community or something like that, my chances of communicating something to him is going to drop, right? So I think sometimes women are communicating with the wrong type of men, expecting a certain outcome. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I do see that. When you see some of these athletes, yeah, man, and the woman talking about somebody intellectual, but she hypnotized because he's 6'6".
Right.
But he talking like, yeah,
man. Right.
Yeah.
So you got to know your audience and you got to know who you're communicating with, because everybody, just because you're communicating things clearly doesn't mean the man you are talking to is on your level in intelligence wise.
Let's hear what this Caucasian lady got to say.
Men are actually natural communicators and excellent communicators because men are direct and they say what they mean. Whereas women were very poor communicators because we are indirect and we talk in circles because we are pain avoiders. So we talk in circles and stay stuck in our emotional turmoil and are unable to say what we mean and unable to speak directly to come to a solution to the problems in the marriage.
Man, that rings home so true. I don't, and like I said, I do not want to be on here.
Well, it teaches patience when they go in circles.
Right. Trying to bash women, but I'm just going to talk about my experience with my wife when we were dating earlier on, and other people I've dated in the past. Like with me, I want to solve a problem, right? Mm-hmm. So if you're dating somebody, they'll be telling you a problem, right? And I want to be like, okay, I got the solution. But no, that's not what they want to hear. They don't want to hear the solution.
They want to vent
and go in circles about what to do and start back over from the beginning and tell it a different way. Like I don't communicate that way, but I get what you're saying. And like as I got older, I learned how to deal with that. Like they just don't want the same things we want when it comes to certain stuff like that. Like if you tell me a problem, Lewis, we're gonna try to solve it, right?
Yeah, you're right.
We don't need to go into the dramatics of the story or how we felt. I mean, we can, but boom, let's get to the solution and how we're gonna change it, because to us, we want to solve a problem.
That is correct. Yeah, you can't. I always say you can't be stuck in the hole talking about in the hole. You got to at least try to,
because it's just you're just not going to get anywhere. And I was listening to somebody else talking about how men they were saying men are naturally, they want to create, they want to protect, they want to provide. And like I was just thinking for myself, like I'm like, what can I do to improve my home? What can I do to improve my backyard? This, I want to get more efficient with different things. Like that's how most men are. Is that how you are? You try to make sure. You called me today. You was saying, Brandon, how can, if you go to Walmart at this time, you should plan it out a different way. And, I get what you were saying, just because that's how men think. Like we're trying to maximize what we do so we can output more things, right?
For the most part, most men. Now males are different. Grown males are different. They may not look to improve their surroundings.
For sure. And it does have an impact on your development. If a father's not in the home, like you're just not going to have some of those fundamentals instilled in you. You can develop it as you go on if that's something that you're into, because naturally that's what you're going to do. And for women, naturally they're going to want to nurture. They're going to want to play their role. I'm not a woman, but I do know that's one of the things that make women, right? They nurture, they care, they raise,
because everybody's a victim, so you got to help the victim. That's
so and that's a good point. That's a good point. So
maybe you fail, I go nurture you back.
Right.
I go get you to sit right there. Yeah.
And I'm glad you said that, because I wasn't sure if you was gonna go there or not. But sometimes I think women will see a guy that they don't necessarily need to be with, but they feel like they can nurture him back into, wellness, right? You don't think they try to do that?
Well, Jesus, they tried to nurture Jesus, and what happened to him? They stuck him on the cross.
Right, correct. So I don't fault women for doing that, trying to care for people and nurture, but you have to be careful who you taking care of, right?
Yeah, you're right. Half the time they ain't taking care of nobody either. So let's just let's just know the truth. The man come home and like to play Joe Jackson when he gets home to the kids, and then next thing he play was it Dr. Dre to you?
What?
Huh?
What you mean?
Oh, Dr. Dre didn't get trouble by choking a bitch.
Yeah, that's what you was going. And with the Joe Jackson thing, okay, I'll just make sure.
And Joe Jackson beating up kids.
Right.
You know who the man was.
Right. I got you.
A lot of men ain't even like that.
No.
That's
an old. You think that's a model that's not available anymore? Like, I mean, I know it is, but old drunk that beats on women.
Oh, they thousands of them out there.
You think so? I mean, I'm pretty sure it is.
My sister try to open up a home right now.
Mm-hmm. For abused women or what?
For abused guy, for young males in school. Males in school need temporary housing.
Okay, I got you.
Her one zip code, she'll be the first house. And guess how many applications open, brother?
How many?
100 in that zip code.
How many?
100.
20?
200.
Oh,
200 kids.
That's crazy.
Looking for a safe bed.
That's crazy.
My sister's about to have 3
how old?
available. He just got 197.
And from what age? From what age is this demographic?
I think teenager.
Okay, just teenagers.
High school. Yeah,
that's scary.
So there you go. So yes, it's a lot of bad homes out here.
Yeah,
in that one zip code, just the males is 200 teenagers.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like growing up in a household like that as a kid, like you're not gonna have what you need compared to other men. So you're gonna be out in this world at a disadvantage. And if you don't know you're at a disadvantage and you're not adding skills to your life, what good are you? How are we gonna find a partner? How are you gonna build with somebody? But what are we focused on? People focus on diss songs dropping or music just stuff that we don't care about. They care about LeBron and is he the GOAT? Is it Kevin Durant? Like that's fine if you got all your ducks in a row. You maintain your life like you need to.
Now, Brandon, here's another hot word. I'm just had training on this at work last week.
Okay. Really? That's okay.
I hear this word so many times ever since maybe for the past 2 to 3 years. I didn't hear it before that.
Right.
Everybody want a great communicator. No, first it's height. All right. Second is money. Then after that, communicator and emotional intelligence. Brandon, what is it? I got the definition of emotional intelligence up there per the internet. Could you read that for me?
Emotional intelligence is defined as the ability to understand and manage your emotions, as well as recognize and influence the emotions of those around you.
Why will many young single women are demanding a guy with emotional intelligence?
Because they want somebody that's going to be able to deal with however their emotions are at that time, to be honest with you. Because do men really care about emotional intelligence when we're looking for a partner?
To some extent.
Yeah, but it's not like our focus, like, because we are who we are. And if you're a good guy, you're mostly in control. But I think sometimes people feel like, I think the media kind of pushes this. If you're a woman, you can just be however you want to be. You can be free. You can be rageful. You can be whatever. And I saw you made a post about, women who sticking their middle finger up. You can twerk. You can do all these things. This is all acceptable behavior, right? So however you coming off, we have to have emotional intelligence to be able to be like, you know what, this young lady right here, she may be doing this at this moment, but this is a good woman.
I believe young women demand emotional intelligence because they failed to do the first segment of the definition. Defined as ability to understand and manage your emotions.
All right.
So if you demand a guy with high emotional intelligence, that's tell me something is missing on your side.
Correct.
And maybe what's missing on your side is manage your emotions. So you put that job on the man, because emotional intelligence is managing other people's emotions too, right, Brandon?
Yeah, it is.
So the man got to manage his emotions and the other person's emotions. Why you saying, if you say you need this, that means it's a weakness to you people. Your mind, you just don't know what your mind is thinking. All right. I ain't no psychologist, but Brandon, if you need something, if you desire something, what that means who you are.
You lack it in a sense.
There you go.
Right.
You know, if Brandon said, I need me a big, strong, hard, independent woman, that means Brandon is lacking.
Right. Right.
You see? And
but people tell on themselves without telling, without thinking about that's what they're doing, and rather than to fix what's wrong, you want to try to overcompensate and create terms like this to figure out how we can excuse certain behaviors.
Correct. Emotional intelligence is overused and it's just a crutch to give people grace if they can't handle their own emotion.
Right. Kind of like
you get my order wrong if KFC. I can't figure out a solution. I'll pick up the glass and throw the hot seat in your face. I want the other party to recognize my emotions,
right,
and comfort me.
Right. Right. That's basically what it is. And I was gonna say, like, the same thing with somebody being a narcissist. I think people overuse that too. They want to think that they're dealing with a narcissist because somebody did something to them, even though being a narcissist has a lot of different. Like, you can have a couple characteristics of a narcissist, but that doesn't make you a narcissist.
What are some of the characteristics, Brandon?
I'm not sure offhand, but somebody.
Well, here we go right here. All right.
Grandiose sense of self-importance. Do some people have that? Yeah, some people do have that. Big-headed.
Big-headed. Now, guys, Brandon, you see that's a number one, right?
Yeah.
Now, when I didn't get into you, that the B one, I think you have to have. Okay, here is 5 or more of the following. And here's the book that your doctors are getting the information from, people. So this is a mental health book for mental health professionals.
But Lewis, people have seen videos on TikTok and Instagram. So I think they're qualified to diagnose their boyfriend and say he's a narcissist.
Correct.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Correct. And how many traits you need, Brandon?
You need 5 or more.
Okay. You talk about the first one.
Not 2. You can't do 2 or 1. Some people just do 1. He cheated on me, so he's a narcissist. Yeah, okay.
You're right. Well, narcissists don't work at McDonald's, baby.
And that's my thing. I'll be like, you a narcissist, but you a bum. That don't, to me, that don't. I mean, it could be, but to me, no.
And we're gonna explain why it makes sense. You're big-headed. Grandiose sense of self-importance. Aggravates achievements and talents. I'm the best singer. I got all this. I won this. I won that. Expects to be recognized as superior. Bow down, bitches. Right. Kiss the ring.
Right.
You know what I mean? And without, what's that? I had a compensated achievement. Okay, coming straight, it means there's no proof you done all those things. See, I had to look the word up. That's why I put it like that.
I got you.
So you done. You say you done all this, but ain't no proof.
Right.
The reality.
Right. Yeah.
All right. What's okay? That's one of them. What's the next one, Brandon?
Preoccupied with fantasies of unlimited success, power, brilliance, beauty, and ideal love.
Look at this. Now I put a woman symbol down there. A woman got a lot of these things in there, and they got number one. So they got this one, and they got this one. Okay. All right, Brandon. What do it mean to fetishize a lot?
You just daydreaming. You just you're in the real world, but you're actually in another place too in your mind, thinking about how wonderful you are.
Can a woman 260 pounds, 2 kids, 2 baby daddies, never married. She's a boss chick, a realtor, a hairdresser,
doing taxes.
She's not a chef, but she's a cook. I guess she films stuff on the internet.
Yeah.
All right. She want a man who made over 6 figures, 6 feet, and handsome.
No kids.
No, she didn't say that. She got kids, so she didn't say that. What's the odds of her finding that?
Slim to none.
And she 260.
Slim to none. It's not gonna happen.
And Kendra G posted that video today, and today is April the 23rd, 2024. Around that day, look it up. So you preoccupied saying how beautiful you are. You preoccupied saying how successful you are.
Yeah.
CEO of the hair lashes.
Yeah.
You know. And you say you're just brilliant. You're smart. You're the smartest thing in the world. All right, number 3, Brandon. What's this one?
Believes that he or she is special and unique and can only be understood by or should associate with other special or high status people or in I can't even say it. In what is
institutions.
That? Institutions. I don't know why I'm.
All right,
but go ahead.
This is Glorilla getting with Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay.
They said they in the same class. Let's do a song together.
But why? Why didn't you? Before you said, but why didn't you put a male or a female down at the bottom of this one?
I think this could be both.
Okay. I was checking.
This could be both. And Brandon, this is about over a year old, so I don't know everything.
we never did this.
We never did this. I don't know everything was over here. All right.
That's funny.
So, all right. I'm special. Brandon, don't a lot of in the world, guys, this is the craziest myth or what you call over exaggerating in the world. Every female walking today got the best cootie cat walking.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
Yeah. Do men feel that way? Or
no, man, no, they ain't the truth. Because some men do have bad experience with cootie cat.
Right, that's true.
So some guys know
they may lie to you, but they know deep down inside. Is that what you're saying?
Who?
Men. I'm talking about men. They'll lie to a female and get their hopes up, get them thinking it's going to be different than the real outcome.
Oh yeah. That's why. Yeah, this happened to a lot. So, to guys, when guys get 40 and 50 and old, they say the 20s was the best years of their life. You couldn't touch them.
Yeah, right.
I wish you saw me while I was in my 20s, but we don't got no time machines. So they can say, if it's not on video, they can say anything. Well, you know,
it's not on video.
See, guys will think they special too. Let Brady get 55. He was boy when I was 39 years old, boy.
Right.
You a lie.
Right.
You know, you can't prove it because it's in the past. All right, that's number 3. Number 4. What's this?
requires excessive admiration.
Now, I should have put the woman on this. Now, a person got to say, you got to talk good about me and look up to me. I done this, all the. Now, Donald Trump is a narcissist. He got a lot of these.
Yeah.
But you see, he in court, he can't. They got to be lenient to him. He'd be in jail if he was a white man because of his narcissism.
Yeah, right.
In attempted court, he'd be in jail. That's how he know he's a real one.
Right.
Admiration. Boy, you the best. You got this. Requires it.
Mm-hmm.
What man all the time got to tell him you the best man walking? All the time?
Mm-hmm. No,
we be good. We get that once a month.
right.
You see?
So and women can get it every day.
Oh, they require, it's demanded. It's required. That's why this said this should be a lady one.
Right.
If she ain't no cat lady and if she's sexual active, it's required. All right. Now, how about this, Brady?
Has a sense of entitlement, unreasonable expectations of especially favorable treatment or automatic compliance with his or her expectation.
Now, Brandon, who is entitled all the time? I know guys.
It's not men. It's not, because we can't be. And when it comes to a relationship, the guy should be doing the courting, should be doing all the trying to, win you over, trying to do for you, trying to provide in that way. So we don't really demand like that. We're not asking, can you do this? Can you look up to me? Can you worship me? We're just not doing that. Now, we shouldn't be.
Some men do feel they are tired to
what?
A woman supposed to make them dinner every night.
Okay, but is that normal? I mean, that's something normal, kind of. Just like if men are expected to take the trash out.
Okay, all right, okay. How about unreasonable expectations?
Yeah. Men don't have that. Man, we just don't. We don't.
So you saying a broke guy, homeless guy off the streets can't go to Jennifer Lopez and get a phone number?
No, that's unreasonable.
You okay? Favorable treatment. Do guys walk around think they gonna get favorable? Brandon, when you get pulled over by the police, do you talk soft?
No.
No. Do you talk with a pleasurable voice?
A flirty voice? No.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't. Because I know that's not gonna work. Whether it's a man or a woman, it's not gonna work.
How about you see a superstar you like at a bar and they ain't VIP?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you can walk up to the bouncer and get fat?
Like, hey, yeah, let me in. No. Mm-mm. Do I get in the club for free? No, I don't get in the club for free. Do people buy men drinks in the club?
Combo Club, yeah. You may be in a Rainbow Club. You better check for the pills too in that club.
Right.
Yeah, you saw the thing, the lioness on Amazon.
I didn't
Prime.
see it. It was, people say it was good. You saw it?
Yeah. You drop that drink up in, take it in the woods, and nobody know a thing. Hold on, what we got here? How about this, Brandon?
Is interpersonal, exploitive, takes advantage of others to achieve his or her own ends.
Oh, good. Now, this is a homosexual. Homosexuals, they do this. But watch this, Brandon.
What is a homosexual, for the record?
Homosexual is a male that
jumping couch to couch.
Do not have his own reliable housing.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes with different girls just for the purpose of getting a roof over his head.
Okay. Or getting place to place, or not really.
That could be once one get fed up with you. He got it timed, because that's why they get cheated. That's why girls talk about, oh, he cheated. He cheated because we get kicked out. He got a place to
got
go.
Plan B. You need a Plan B. Right. So,
break a lot of the rules right there.
Right, because he can't go back to his mama's probably. So he looking for another place. So he has to try to. It's like an insurance plan.
Yeah,
so
the mama got a man up in there. So you know what's going on. It just repeats. The cycle just repeats. Yeah, so
the mama got somebody.
Yeah, he can't go back. He was raised like that. That's why he doing that. Facts.
Yeah, that's true. Right.
Fact, right. If your parent have a lot of in-person
sexual partners
coming in and you see it, yeah, you gonna have people coming in and out your house too.
Because it's normal to you at that point.
Takes advantage of others to achieve his or her own ends. Brandon, don't that sound like a broke woman married a rich man?
Yes, but it's okay for them to do that because that's how our society is set up.
But is this part of a narcissist?
It is.
So how many men take advantage of a woman's money, another person's achievements for their own?
Not many, and if they are, it's because they don't have the means themselves. So it's not a good person to try to be with anyway. What you about to say?
If they are, that means they're having sex with a person. P. Diddy friends.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Or they scamming. So I know the man got it over here, so I'm gonna rob him.
Yeah,
for my own end. So when guys do this, it's a sexual relationship
or
a homosexual, or they scamming.
Yeah, I got you. That makes sense.
Yeah, they ain't doing legit. They ain't. Hey, I go take your paper legitimate.
Right.
Unless you Drake. All right. The lack of empathy is unwilling to recognize or identify with the feelings and needs of other. Brandon, did we talk about communication earlier?
Yeah, we did.
And sometimes one part of refuse to hear what you trying to with your feelings and everything.
And notice how you got a female at the bottom. You ain't missed that one.
Huh?
Right. But that's just because you're not emotionally intelligent. Get your emotional intelligence IQ up, or your emotional IQ up. Then you can deal with,
Oh, then I can deal with your foolishness.
Yes.
I gotta back off. That tells me I gotta back off.
Right. But what if men try to pull that? I'm cheating because you just should accept it and deal with my cheating. You're off in your emotional intelligence. I need something. I'm reacting and I cheated. So just adjust and we'll be okay.
Yes, calm me down.
Calm me. Right. No, that don't make any sense.
Calm me down because I cheated. Right. You know. Don't get up because we'll both be lacking emotion. Right. So you're right.
But see, that doesn't make any sense. So you have to have accountability, and you can't just do stuff and think it doesn't have consequences.
You're right. How about this one? Can you read that word?
Is often envious of others, or believes that others are envious of him or her.
I should have a woman. Now.
Right. But this is out of the book now. This is out of a medical book. Do you see any of this stuff on social media? Them breaking down the narcissist stuff?
Brandon, they only got a one mind. He lied.
You're right. There you go.
They think it's not lying. It's manipulating.
He's trying to gaslight. He's trying to gaslight, or he's trying to flip it on me.
The man deceive you. Deception.
Deception, right? He's a master manipulator.
Oh yeah, manipulator. That's better. So he made me work 40 hours a week. Take $300. Write him a check for $3. He made me do that. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right about that.
This is funny.
Now, envious of others, Brandon. Now, that could be anybody.
You're right. It could be anybody.
Hating ass nigga. Oh, that could be any hating man. And
believes that others are envious of him or her.
Oh, she don't like me because I'm light skinned. Oh, she don't like me because I'm brown skinned. Oh, who's she doing with over there? Who she got over there? A lot of people could be this. So
yeah, for sure.
Let's see. Do we even have another one? Here's number 9.
It's straight from the book now. This ain't something you just typed up.
I had to look some of these words up myself while I done it.
Haughty shows arrogant, haughty behavior or attitudes.
Brandon.
You could put a man on here for the arrogance, but
no, man. Most men are arrogant because arrogance is just stupid. You go get your head blown off for a guy. You gotta be like Richie Rich or something to be arrogant. Elon Musk is arrogant.
You're right.
Jeff Bezos is arrogant. You know,
Pookie's not arrogant.
Huh?
Pookie's not arrogant.
Cam Newton was arrogant. Guess what happened to him?
He got the league.
Out the league got messed up his shoulders and his legs. Be arrogant as a man if you want to.
Right.
It's something you got to back it up. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So yes, man can be arrogant. How about with the attitudes, brother? We man got the attitudes, but how about the attitudes, brother?
If I had to choose a side, what side I'm choosing.
How about the mean behavior? That they hot behavior means mean and means that.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
That applies. Yeah.
And I know we don't got no 10. So there you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have 5 or more of this, because what do the top say? It's a disorder, right, Brandon?
Yeah, it's a disorder.
Mm-hmm. That means it's a real problem. It's not something you just take lightly.
Right. You're right.
You have 5 of these.
Yeah.
And if you have 5 of these, how many I got for women? 1. Okay, 1.
And how do they treat narcissists in the medical world?
5. See, women could be a 4. They barely made the list. You know.
Do you take medicine? What's the solution?
Brandon, I ain't no damn doctor. I just uncovered this book back in October.
I got you.
Yeah. I ain't no doctor.
But like I say, it is a disorder. So with disorders, you either go do therapy, do some kind of treatment. No, they ain't got no medicine for you. They may give you some medicine and have you numb your whole personality. But
yeah, you're right. They give you medicine just to make you tone down. That's all the medicine does.
You're right.
That's all this medicine do.
And we had an hour.
Yeah, we could do something. Yeah, this is it, Brandon. I gotta go in the office tomorrow.
Yeah, and it's just me. But maybe we'll cover the poop thing because I do want to hear what you have to say about that, because that is a real thing, especially with stuff in the bathroom. You got fecal matter floating around, but we'll save some of that for the presentation. Maybe we'll do it on Sunday. Thank you guys for watching. Hope y'all have a good week. Take care. Louis, you want to say anything before we get out of here?
Nothing. Y'all guys take it easy.
All right. Have a good one.